Just a reminder before we get into things, to follow me on Instagram, Miss Brightside 25, and you'll find a link in my bio to sign up to my emails. But don't worry, I won't spam you. I haven't got that much time to write emails. So, let's get into it. Welcome back! This week I have had some invisible braces fitted, like those retainer type ones. Yeah, it's basically my own version of Manjaro. As you know, I'm a cereal snacker, and it's a real sad time this week because I can't snack. So to be able to snack, I've got to take the retainers out. It's too much of a pain in the butt. It's basically made me diet when I wasn't trying to. But we're surviving. The worst thing about it all, just to let you all know, is I can't have cups of tea all the time. I'm not allowed to drink hot drinks. Gone from an 8 cup of tea kind of day girl down to 1. It's absolutely devastating if I'm honest with you. But I'm seeing it as another way of reducing my caffeine intake. Back on the La Aqua or water of the sky. Water, to be honest with you. It was keeping me hydrated, so trying to see the positives, as we do. See the positives, making my skin look young. Today's podcast, what are we talking about? This Saturday coming is going to be Valentine's Day. There will be love and pressure everywhere, and if you're single, a really hard time to look at people and go, oh my God, this is making me sick. So I thought I would talk to you about love and dating, and a little bit about my past. Why you shouldn't feel the pressure this week or this month. Whether in your relationship, whether you're happy or unhappy in a relationship, or whether you haven't found love or found love and lost it, wherever you are in your life with that process, don't stress, don't feel the pressure. So that's what we're going to be chatting about. So, a little bit about me and my wonderful and random life of being single for a really long time. I think there's a lot of pressure around Valentine's Day to be in a relationship, feel those pressures, and have you bought somebody a bloody rose or whatever. I think we should be focusing much more on being in love with who we are, in love with ourselves. So I thought I'd give you some insights into my past and some anecdotes. And after this episode, if I'm feeling brave, I might tell you a couple of dating stories I've been on, because somebody recently told me, oh, Lisa, you've got to tell some of those stories because they're hilarious. So I might let you hear some of those. I have been single, or I was single even, for a really long time. I never could speak to boys. I only had friendship groups of girls. I was actually terrified of speaking to anybody who was male, especially when I was much younger. I started to build a bit of confidence, but I am who I am. The girls laugh, but I don't know if you've seen that meme of people who flirt and they, like, there's a girl and she's like blinking, she's like double blinking and like trying to flirt, and it's hysterical. And we've always laughed, that's me. Terrible flirter. Can't do it. But my point is that there's nothing wrong with being single. So I was single up until I was 23, a short-term relationship for like 6 months. That was okay. He was lovely to me, but it just didn't work out. Then from then on, up until 2 years ago, I was single. And I went through the emotional roller coaster of, oh my God, all my friends around here with somebody, I need somebody, to I absolutely need nobody, team is independent, to I'd like to be with somebody, but I am absolutely not settling. So that was probably the journey I went on. So love just isn't about romantic love. In my opinion, a soulmate can be anyone. It doesn't have to be romance. For me, it's a deep connection that you have with somebody who has been by your side forever. So in my stance, my best friend is my platonic soulmate. She is amazing. She's been by my side longer than anyone else in my life except for my parents and my brother. And I'm sorry, no one else compares. She is out of this world amazing. And our friendship is like no other. Yes, we've argued. Yes, we've bickered. But we've had some absolutely outstanding times. In my opinion, if you have a bicker and an argument in a relationship, friendship, whatever, then something's all right. You've got to have a little bit of it. It's life. It's what happens. But she's always been by my side. For the last 37 years, she has been by my side and been my cheerleader for my life. We've cried together, laughed together, and mostly had some absolutely outstanding times together. So I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, soulmates do exist. They don't have to be romantic. So So I'm single at the moment and struggling with the pressure this month around, oh, you're not in a romantic relationship. It doesn't blinking matter. You can have that platonic relationship with your friends, with, as they say, Valentines, with your friends. You've got that connection. And for me, self-love and love of yourself is part of that journey. And it can be really hard. It takes time. I took a really long time to find out who I was. I always used to say, Lisa is not a young person's name. Like, Mum, I love you, but Lisa's a really old-fashioned name you give me. I love it. I am who I am. And a little fact of the day for you, I am not the first Lisa to be born. My mum sadly lost a baby before me, and she was born way too early, and her name is Lisa. So I am Lisa number 2. I didn't feel like I fitted my name until I was 30. I always thought Lisa is a name of a 30-year-old woman. And I don't feel like a 30-year-old woman. I took a long time to fall in love with myself. I wasn't settling once I found out who I was. I wasn't settling for nothing more than somebody who benefited my life and I benefited them. Life's very much about, when you're younger, I think you just want to be with somebody, you might want to settle down, and you will put up with things, I think, personally. There was dates I went on or people I'd seen in between. It's all right he doesn't text me back because he's busy today, or it's all right that he's cancelled tonight because he did say he had to go to rugby, or whatever. I'm just giving you those. They aren't examples, but I'm just giving like some idea of what sometimes we settle for. Do not settle. You are too important and too special to settle for anything but what you deserve. I'm a great believer in that you should benefit their life and they should benefit yours. And it can be so easy to settle because you don't want to be on your own. Getting used to being in complete silence on your own, finding your own little routine is empowering. If I'm honest with you, some of me and my friends defined ourselves as rock and horse pool. Which sounds right mad. But I was single with no baggage, no skeletons in the closet, financially independent with my own home. Like a rarity in your 30s for lots of people. And I wasn't settling. Okay, enough, I found somebody who is absolutely fabulous and amazing to me. And we balanced each other out really well. Before I could even entertain looking for somebody, I had to love myself first. I would still be happily single now if I hadn't found the person I'm with. Because, like I said, do not settle for anything but what you deserve, because it can be easily done. Don't feel the pressure to be in a relationship because people are saying you should be. As I talked about on my other episodes, the opinion of others doesn't matter. How you are happy in yourself and your life matters. And there have been moments where, in my past, I've cried because I've wanted to be with somebody, because I'm like, when is somebody going to come into my life that I deserve and deserves me? You go through the ups and downs of the emotions, but most of the time, I was like, no, absolutely not. You do not deserve to be in my life, so no thanks. So set those boundaries for yourself, set those expectations. And yes, we can't all have our ick list. So a couple of people I know have got an ick list where they're like, nah, that's an ick. Can't be with somebody who's got that, can't be with somebody that. And the list of this perfect person doesn't exist. So we do have to, compromise, I'm not saying. Because let's be honest, I'm not perfect and nor is anybody else in this world. We've got to choose our people around us wisely. But if we've got that checklist, sometimes you can't have that perfect person. So make sure that you are willing to compromise as well. Yeah, so don't feel the pressure this week to be in a relationship. Do things for you. If you are in a relationship at the moment and not happy, or in a marriage is not happy, or you're in a marriage for, like my mother, how long's my mother been married now? I'm going to get it wrong, but I think it's like 53 years. That's a long old time for me. Woo! She's put up with my father a long time. And one of my favourite questions to ask people, I'm going on a bit of a tangent now, but one of my favourite questions to ask people is, how did you meet? Because there's always a story. I can pass on this to you. Ask the people around you, especially if you've got like grandparents around you, or friends, or family, or anyone really. Ask them how they met, because most of the time it's not a conventional story, and it's one of my favourite things. And you find out such interesting things about people. When I get my mum on to do her podcast, I will ask her to tell you how my mum and dad met, because that's one of my faves. Yeah, but 53 years. My mum absolutely deserves a medal. Because my dad's a nightmare, but we love him. No, he is good as gold. So make sure you heal and love yourself first. Put yourself as a priority always. You can be selfish. Even if you've got family, if you've got children, there are moments in your life where those 10 minutes sitting on the car on your phone are important. Do it. Recharge your cup. look after yourself. So love yourself, because romance ain't everything. Because let me tell you, Disney films have got a lot to bloody answer with their expectations they put on our lives. With the meet cutes. So go out there, don't feel the pressure to be in a relationship that doesn't make you happy. Love yourself first. Have an absolutely amazing week, and I'll speak soon. Thanks for listening. If you've liked what you've listened to, do you fancy giving me a cheeky review on Podchaser? Or if there's something you'd like me to discuss, just write a comment under one of my posts on Instagram. Just to finish up, remember, see the positives even in the little things. Have an absolutely amazing week. Chat soon.